Hello and welcome everyone. It is Wednesday, April 25th, 2018. New comic book day, best day of the week. Time for another new comic haul video. Before I get going, I want to make sure I thank everybody who has subscribed and sends me comments. I really appreciate it. This channel's growing way faster than I thought it would, so thank you very much everybody. And I also want to give a shout out this week to one of my subscribers, R. Wheatley 0206. He's been a subscriber of mine for quite a while. There's a link below in the comments. Check out his channel and sub him up if you can. So thanks a lot, man. And I've got, before I get going, I just want to talk about some books that showed up in the mail this past week, as well as I got a couple spec books I want to talk about here. So Weapon H #1, the trade dress on the left, that showed up this week, as well as the Virgin variant on the right. I bought those, geez, I'm trying to think, 2-3 months ago I pre-ordered them, and they finally showed up, and the price has gone up quite a bit since I bought them, so it's a really awesome watch to Hulk 181. I love that cover. Really nice cover. And Super Mansion #1, that came out, I believe it was last week. Can't remember, it was either last week or the week before. Homage to Iron Man on the front there. Demon in a Bottle, but yeah, that one showed up, so I grabbed that. This next one I'm going to show you here is my good friend Gino Bonino sent me a text today to look out for this book. So when I was at my shop, I was digging through the bins and I found a copy of it. It's Excalibur #86. It's in really nice shape too. It's like a near mint copy. Surprise! So I got it for $2 Canadian, so that's probably like 10 cents American. But it's the first appearance of, I want to make sure I give you the right name, Peter Wisdom. He's a British mutant, and he's going to be appearing in the Deadpool 2 movie. So his first appearance is in this book. So yeah, look for Excalibur '86 if you can, and dig through the bins. You should be able to get it, you know, for $1 or $2. That's what I paid for it. That's a really good one to get. And just when you, but if you are going to look for it, make sure you go to open up the center of the book. Right in the center staple, the top staple will have two trading cards. This is back from the 90s where they had trading cards in the centerfold. So there should be two separate pack. The staple goes right through the middle of the two packs, so there will be kind of one pack on either side of the book. But yeah, look to that if you open it up. So, but that is a really good one. Again, like I say, the price on this is heating up. It's like between 15. I've seen between $15 and $25 today on eBay is what people are asking. Whether or not people are paying that, I don't know. But try and look for that one in the bins at your store if you can. Next one, you can see I don't have it yet. I ordered it online. But again, I got it for like $2 a copy. And it is, you see an image there, it's Earth 2 World's End #1, New 52. It came out in 2014. It is the, before I tell you what's going on in this book, just in a backtrack, so I mentioned the New Gods movie was coming out. DC's putting that, it's kind of in the works right now. Ava DuVernay's directing it. And that'll center around the two planets, Apocalypse and New Genesis. Highfather's the leader of New Genesis, and Darkseid is the leader of Apocalypse. Darkseid obviously is the baddie, and he's kind of DC's version of Thanos. Thanos has his Black Order as his henchmen. So in this Earth world, this World's End #1 has the first appearance of the four Furies of Apocalypse, and that is Death, War, Famine, and Pestilence. Basically four horsemen of the apocalypse, but DC's version of it. And they're basically Darkseid's henchmen, much like I was saying the Black Order is. So that is a really good book to get. It's their first appearance of the four Fury, the team, as well as each of the individual members. And just on a side note, the latest episode of Supergirl, it just came out, In Search of Lost Time is the name of it. The villain in that is Pestilence. So she's appeared, and she's a world killer. I think that character is a different character than one of the members of the four Furies of Apocalypse. I believe she's the third and final world killer, and she joins Rain and Purity, who are world killers. So I don't think it's technically, because sometimes the TV and the comics and the movies don't always jive as far as characters, but the fact they're using the name Pestilence has got me looking into that, and that led me to that. So I'd highly recommend you pick up that book. You should be able to find that again in the dollar bin. It's a really good book for spec, and for, you know, hang on to it for a bit, because you never know with that New Gods movie coming out if that's going to jump up. I would think it will. So anyways, a couple of spec books there. Dirt cheap, cheaper than dirt right now actually, so they're really good ones to get. Hang on to them. Gonna start with some independents. I got Valiant Shaman #2 was out, so I grabbed a copy of that. Factory #2 was out. I showed the first one I got. That's kind of a Mad Max meets Fallout 4, which looks really cool. I got Ice Cream Man #4 was out. I love this series, and man, one of my subscribers texted me or messaged me and told me that that was ending with this issue. I was like, oh, I'm bummed because I really like this series, but turns out it's not. It's going to keep on going, which is good. So, and last independent I talked about this one. This is Redneck #12. This is the April Fool's variant cover. It's obviously homage to Cosmic Ghost Rider. So that is a really good. If you're a Cosmic Ghost Rider fan and Donny Cates fan, that's a great book. I'm not buying this series, but I grabbed that one. I love Cosmic Ghost Rider, so I had to get that one. From DC, I only grabbed 2 books today from them. I grabbed Terrifics. I'm really liking all these New Age of Superheroes books, and there's only one cover with those, which is kind of nice in a way because you don't have to worry about buying all these different covers. And then I grabbed Detective Comics number 979. I got the regular and the variant for that. I'm getting close to 1,000 on that one too, so we'll see what happens with that. Next up, I got my second print, so I grabbed a second print of Avengers 684. That was the Return of the Immortal Hulk, and I love how they're doing these different covers. And then I got my Thanos, so this is 4th print of #13. I can't believe that's gone to a 4th printing, but yeah, and the nice thing is they're all different covers, and I mentioned this a million times. The print runs, they're selling out every time. These are going to be good collectibles to have in your collection, so I got the 4th printing of #14. I got the 2nd print of #17. I love that cover with Norrin Rad pulling the hammer out of the guy's head. And then I got 2nd print of #18 as well. So that was a great series, man. I love that series. That's one of those series, I mentioned it before, you're going to be talking about that one 20 years from now. That's how good that one was. So that's it for 2nd prints. Just all my Marvel stuff. I got all new Wolverine, and man, I read this one. I'll be honest, I'm pretty disappointed with that series. I'm not overly happy with it, but I don't know. I think there's one more issue. The only reason I bought it is I saw Dr. Doom on the cover, so I picked it up. Venom 165, I grabbed that today. He's supposed to be giving birth, and anyways, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but it wasn't all that great. Venomized #4 was out. I got the regular, that's the regular cover there. There's a ton of variants for these, but I mean, I'm just not going to buy them all. And I got that variant, and I like that one because that's got, that's Cletus Cassidy, who becomes that freaky looking character there, so that one's kind of, I like that one. That was the end of the last issue, became that character. Doctor Strange 3D9, this is the end of the Damnation story run. And then I got Damnation #4, I got that one, and I also got the Tarnation cover as well. Some people are, like I say, are collecting all those, but I don't know, I'm not. I got most of them, but not all of them. Exiles #2 was out on that. I don't know if that's the debut of Valkyrie as part of the team, and you've also got Wolvie shows up as part of the team as well. I don't think, I'm trying to remember, I think Wolvie showed up somewhere else. I don't think that's his first appearance, but I can't remember, to be honest with you. And Valkyrie, I don't know, I haven't had a chance to really look into that. I don't know if that's her first comic book appearance. I don't think it is, but anyway, either way, it's a good one to get because she joins the team. Hunt for Wolverine #1 was out. I just grabbed the one regular cover for that. As you would expect, Wolverine's not dead. Kind of all knew that. Moon Girl #30 was out. Grab that one. Your new Fantastic Four. It's obviously not the new Fantastic Four, but the cover of that is. Avengers 690. Got the regular cover, and I got the 2 variants. I got the wedding one and the statue one. I like that one the best, actually, that statue one. And the cool thing with this is, well, I don't want to tell you what happens, but you find out what happens with the Challenger in this, and he's an immortal, so I think that pretty much tells you he did not die. So anyways, and my pick of the week this week is Thanos Annual #1. You got the regular and your variant cover. I'm not going to show you what happens because what happens on the last page tells you, which kind of sums up the whole book. But at the very beginning, Cosmic Ghost Rider is telling a story, and the whole way through the book he's telling the stories of Thanos and his exploits. And at the very end, you see who he's talking to, and it leads right into Cosmic Ghost Rider miniseries. And I'm not going to ruin it for you. You got to read it, but it's really good. So, man, I love that character. And Donny Cates is such a good writer too. Really good. So that's it for my picks this week. I didn't pick up a million books this week. There wasn't a ton out there that really caught my eye. I got a few images coming up on the screen here. Fantastic Four. They released a cover for that. It looks pretty good. I'm going to give it a shot. I mean, I know it's Dan Slott writing it, but I don't know. We got to see where it goes. So that comes out in August. Rick Remender, who's putting out Death or Glory, which comes out next week, and Jerome Pena is the artist. They're putting out Seven to Eternity number 10. The second story arc will come out, and that comes out on July 18th. There's a few different covers, which you'll see on the screen. That looks real. I love that series, and the artwork is really good in that, so we'll see where that goes. Mortal Hulk, they've released a couple covers for that. That comes out in June, and it looks definitely got more of a horror edge to it, because it seems like every time the Hulk can be killed, but as soon as midnight rolls around, he then comes back to life, kind of like a zombie. I think they should have called it Zombie Hulk. That would have been really cool. A good one that's coming out is Rick and Morty meets Dungeons and Dragons, and that's a mini series, and that comes out in August. I'm going to get that one. That looks pretty good, so image on the screen for that one too. Yeah, so that's about it for this week, folks. Not a ton of what I would call super great books out this week, but there's a couple good ones in there, and there's a couple spec books which you can hunt for those at your shop, because they'll be good ones to get. And I will talk to you all next week. Take care for now, everybody. Bye for now.